everyone! Today I am doing a TBR video for the ReReadAthon, which is happening from the 18th to the 24th of March. It's being hosted by a ton of different people. I think there's like 21 hosts or something like that, but I believe the person who put it all together was Murphy Napier, which I don't know if I'm saying her last name right, which I'm really sorry if I'm not, but I will leave a link to her announcement video in the description box if you want to learn more about this readathon. But if you couldn't tell by the title, this readathon focuses on rereading books, which is something I do not do often enough. And funnily enough, before this readathon was even announced, I had decided that March was going to be my month for rereading books, and so when they put up all the videos announcing this, I was like, this must be fate and I must participate in this readathon. So that is what I'm doing, and here I am to show you my TBR. So the first challenge is to reread an old favorite, and for that I'm going to be reading the 39 Clues series, which is by a bunch of different authors. I don't plan to read the entire series in this readathon, but I don't know exactly what book I'll be up to by the time the readathon starts, because I'm probably going to start the series before the readathon, so whichever one I'm up to at the time the readathon starts is the one I'm going to read, but I don't know which one that's going to be, so I figured I'd just show you all of them. This is a series that I read when I was younger. It's a middle grade mystery series, and I absolutely loved it, so I'm super excited to jump back into the story again. The second challenge is to reread a recent favorite, and for that I'm going to be reading Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. This is the second book in the Lunar Chronicles, and I think it's not even been a year since I've read this book, but I decided recently that I would like to try and reread the Lunar Chronicles, but I'm going to start with Scarlet because I had originally read Cinder in 2016 and I didn't like it that much, so I never continued on with the series, but then I reread it in 2017 and absolutely loved it, so then I read the rest of the books. So I'd quite like all of the books to have been read twice, so since I've already read Cinder twice, I'm just going to start with Scarlet. Plus, Captain Thorne is in Scarlet and he's not in Cinder, so why would I want to read that one again anyway? The third challenge is to reread a book and give it a second chance, and for this I don't have the book with me, but it is Wonderstruck by Brian Selznick. He is the same author who wrote The Invention of Hugo Cabret, which is one of my all-time favorite books, and I have read that one twice actually, but when I had originally read the book like years and years and years ago, I loved it and I wanted to read the rest of his works, so I picked up Wonderstruck, but I did not like this one as much as The Invention of Hugo Cabret, just because I think I loved that one so much that at the time there was no book that could like trump it. So I think that might have like hindered my enjoyment of this story, so I would really love to give it a second chance. And then the fourth challenge is to reread a book in preparation for a new release, and I don't have a book for this one because you guys know that I have horrible memory when it comes to books, so I tend to just marathon books so that I don't have to wait a whole year for another one to come out, just for the fact that I don't have to reread it. So I literally couldn't even think of a book that I had read that has a new release coming out that I would have to reread. So I don't have one for this challenge. But those are all of the books that I plan to read for the rereadathon. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if you're participating in this readathon and what books you plan on rereading. And yeah, that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye! But if you couldn't